Getting approved for a business loan is not difficult. You just have to have the main ingredient, which is a strong business profile. And so today I want to share with you, no matter if you're a startup business or a seasoned business, how that works so that you can expand your company. My name is TK Martin. Come on over and let's get into the details. There is no secret when it comes to building a business profile. You just need to learn the process. And so the first thing you need to do is you need to get a business address. I know it sounds simple, but it's more to it than that. So when you get a business address, make sure it's not your home address, even if you work from home. You want to make sure that you have a separate address from your residential address. All right? Because when the lenders are looking at you, they have certain guidelines that they need to follow. You cannot use a P.O. box, okay? It doesn't work. Also, do not use a UPS mailbox. It does not work. Guys, you have to have a separate entity. So if you have a brick and mortar business, of course, that's going to be your business address. But if you have a home-based business, guess what? You need to get a virtual address, right? Somewhere where you can receive mail and someone is answering the phone for you. The other thing on top of that, with that address, you need to have a local number, right, that matches the address. And if you don't have a local number, you can use an 800 number. The reason this is important is because when lenders are looking to loan you money, the guidelines state that you have to have a separate address from your residential. Also, this address is important because it needs to match not only your corporation, but also your EIN number and your website. All of those things need to match. So when they're looking you up, everything is the same, right? This is the foundation of getting approved for loans. And it may not make sense because you're like, well, what's the big deal? Well, the big deal is the lender wants to make sure that they get their money back. And when you're setting up your business profile, the addresses make a difference because they want to know where they can find you, right? So all of that matters when it comes to building a strong foundation. And we're going to continue to dive deeper into this. Okay, awesome. Now that we've established why your address is important, the next part is to go ahead and get incorporated. And so you can get incorporated at your Secretary of State. Yes, you can do this on your own, or you can hire a professional. It just depends on your ability to understand information and how it works. Now, once you go to the Secretary of State, you're going to have some options, right? You're going to be able to choose from a sole proprietorship, a LLC, a C Corp, a S Corp, a nonprofit, right? A partnership. It just depends on what you're looking for the type of industry that you're in. Once you're able to select that, and I suggest you get with an accountant if you can't decipher through the information. Once you're able to get through that, then you need to go ahead and create your articles of incorporation, create a board if need be, but you need to plan ahead. You need to have these things in order. You need your bylaws, right, before you actually go ahead and file with the state. Now, the fees, when it comes to the fees, they vary from state to state. Once again, you're going to have to do your research on that. And from there, once you get that set up, then you can go and get your EIN number, your employee identification number. Now, that number is free. You don't have to pay for that. So if you do see where you have people charging you for EIN number, employee identification number, go back and look up the irs.gov, right? And then you'll be able to search EIN number, and that number is free. Once again, you do have to pay for your incorporation with the state. It just depends on what state you're being incorporated in. So that is the next steps after you have completed that address. And the reason why you do that address first is because you need to have the same address for your business as you do your EIN number. And all of those things need to match, especially when you're looking to get big funding, okay? And then once we got those things taken care of, then from there, we can go ahead and set up. Establishing a website is also important because it shows that you have stability. It shows that you're offering services to the public. And then another thing that people miss is having social media accounts that's connected to your business, because this is also showing the banks, the lenders, that you actually have a business that serves the public, that you give value. So please make sure you get a Facebook or Instagram or LinkedIn account so it can show that you are serious about growing your business and expanding. So those key things right there, guys. So far we talked about your addresses, we talked about the corporation, your EIN number, we talked about your website, and making sure you have social media platforms. Now, the next thing we need to do is go ahead and make sure that you have a Duns and Bradstreet number too, right? So your Duns and Bradstreet is a reporting credit agency that deals with your business, right? So you want to make sure that you can get those things established as well. Now, there are more than just Duns and Bradstreet. There's also Experian and Equifax, right, on the business building side. So you want to make sure you have those established as well, because we're going to need those reporting agencies, because we're going to need to start adding accounts and have accounts reported so that when people look up your business, they can see that you are legit, right? So those are some of the key foundations that we're going to need as we start to build this business profile. Now I'm going to get into some real good secrets here that people don't know about, and it's causing them to get declined for funding. So come on over, let's go ahead and jump into some of these. One of the major things that people miss when they're establishing their business profile is listing their business with Google and 411. You need to make sure that you have your business listed. Once again, this is helping you become credible with the lenders, with the banks. And so it's definitely important that you take time and learn how to get your business listed. Another secret is that most of you have your business coded wrong, and you have it coded as a high-risk business, and you're wondering why you're getting declined for funding, right? So you're going to have to make sure you have a NAICS number, right? That number is going to help code you correctly when it comes to your business and getting funding. There is also a SIC number as well. Those numbers do similar things, but the NAICS number is more popular because more lenders use them. But the SIC number does the same thing as well. So make sure you have those numbers in place so that you can get funding and you won't be listed as a high risk. Now that we have our NAICS number and our SIC number, we are ready to go ahead and open a bank account, right? And so I suggest, especially if you don't already have a good relationship with your current bank, I suggest that you start off with a credit union. Credit unions are awesome when it comes to starting business accounts and also getting funding, right? Because they are relationship driven. So definitely you want to reach out to your local credit unions. My personal favorite is, of course, Navy Federal. Navy Federal is amazing. If you don't have any family members that have been a part of the military or friends that can refer you, definitely reach out. We can see if we can help you brainstorm it so you can get some kind of ideas based on that, so you can get with Navy Federal, because they are wonderful. I love them. All right, so you got your bank account set up. You're ready to go. And typically when you're setting up a new bank account and you have good personal credit, you will be able to right away start to leverage your personal credit, right, with your business, right? So you can be a personal guarantee to start getting business credit cards, business funding, things of that nature. Now, if you don't have the best personal credit, it's okay. You can start building business credit without it. It may just take a little longer. So once you got your bank account all set up, then from there, what we want to do is we want to start to set up net 30 or net 45 or net 60 accounts, right? So that you can start building your business credit. You can start off with 5 accounts, and I'll list them below so that you can have access to them. But you need at least 5 accounts so you can get started, right? And get your paydex score up to at least 80, all right? Anywhere from 80 to 100, that's going to be a big help for you when it comes to your paydex score. And that has to do with the Duns and Bradstreet scoring system, right? Because that's one of the reporting agencies. And so if you can get those things in order, you're going to start to see some, some good movement, right? Because you want those to report. Now, it typically takes anywhere from 60 to 90 days for those accounts to start reporting to your Dun & Bradstreet or to your Equifax and Experian. The other thing you got to remember is all accounts don't report to all three bureaus. So you got to find out which accounts report to which credit bureau when it comes to your business, because all of them don't report. So, and when you're watching this video, things update. So make sure you just do your homework. Like I said, I'm going to list my favorite 5, but you may have to do some research depending on when you see this video, so you can make sure that they still report to all 3 of the business credit bureaus. So now you're getting some really great movement, some momentum. You got your accounts reported. Now you can start branching off to some store cards, right? Like your Lowe's, your Home Depot, your Staples, right? Without that personal guarantee. That's going to help give you some momentum as well. And then from there, you can start building on even bigger accounts. So that's going to be some basic information to help you guys get started. Let's go ahead and jump into some other things that's going to help take your business. Okay, I'm excited to share the big secret with you. This is going to definitely help you get funding, because lenders look for this because it helps them make you credible. Now, most people cannot get picked up organically through 411. And so you're going to have to find a way to get into their ecosystem. And how you do it is by going to List Yourself, right? Go to that website, List Yourself, and then you will be able to get into their system. Now, make sure you follow the steps precisely, right? No mistakes. And that way you'll get going. And that's going to help the lenders find you, help them give you funding, because you are a credible business. That is our bonus for today. I appreciate everyone for tuning in. Also, if you're looking to incorporate, but you're not sure if you should do a sole proprietorship or LLC, go ahead and watch this video here, and it's going to give you the details on which one is best for you in your business. Once again, guys, I'm TK Martin. You have a great day on purpose.